All right, so we're just about to start here.
Turn these mics on. Make sure mics on over.
Best 2 out of 3 here. Top cut, top 8.
Did you introduce yourself?
My name is Wyatt. I scrubbed out of the tournament. No big deal, but I am one of the back to the main phase people here. We are part of the Meta Maniacs network, and I'm going to be commentating. So hopefully my voice isn't as annoying as I think it is.
It is not. You are fine.
You're too kind.
All right. Final Fantasy Top 8. You have 70 minutes. Best 2 out of 3. Begin.
All right, and we're off.
Good luck to both of you.
All right. So Clint is mono Earth. I think he's heavy on the 15 package.
Correct. He is like mono Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
If you might remember him from, I believe it was round 4 of the stream.
Okay. Yeah, so the 15 package is really strong. Oh, our monitor just went off, so I'm just going to guess that somebody's going first.
Clint had the choice between play or draw. I believe he was going to choose
He's
to play.
probably going to go. One of the strongest opening is 2-drop Noctis and then pitch another one for Gladiolus.
Okay.
But he is not starting with that, obviously. Sid Garland, pretty sweet, getting an Earth character. It's a really good card. I feel like it's really good mono Earth, obviously. Strong start. 2 backups. It's Fire Ice. I'm guessing he's playing a lot of the 6 package, which is really strong, obviously.
And the main event's back. Where we at, guys?
We are.
Wait, the main event was gone?
That's not what we call him.
Starting out with that trooper, I really like that card.
Is Dominion,
Dominion Legionary.
Yeah, so it helps him ramp. He pitched one. He's going to get a card in hand. Doesn't have to play the second one. I think that's kind of the trap, is you think you need to keep playing them. I think playing one is just fine. You get a card in hand. It'd be okay to pass.
We've got the blind guy farthest away from the stream.
Can you see?
So,
Do you wanna
yeah, I'm
move?
just teasing. I'm
Move
just teasing.
trims. Okay, so he has a 3-drop Noctis.
But Michael has the pretty sleeves.
What's he gonna
So,
play?
It was like 60
pitching 6.
Oh, Minfilia.
Minfilia.
That we found off
Strong,
of the...
strong, yeah. Off of the Sid Garland, yes,
the
of
Sid
course.
Garland.
Minfilia, I don't know.
Essentially a 2-cost backup. You pitch 2 cards and you pick them right back up, or 2 different cards. So
Listen, I'm on the train that believes that Minfilia is great as your 3rd backup.
No, I was just seeing if Michael was playing any dark or light cards. It doesn't appear to be. No Veritas.
No, generally, these...
Little tight, yeah. So, I mean, he won't be able to break the Minfilia with that, but it's not a big deal. There you go.
What did he search?
So
He got locked?
Yeah, so he played
Banana Man, Sid.
in the Egger.
And with those backups, like, he will... Lock is always
Lock
live
is
now.
live. Yeah,
It's a really...
He's going to start discarding, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Clint try some aggression here.
Well, since you think that he's probably going to start peeling cards out of hand.
If you could pay 3 backups for the Noctis, and if you had a Gladiolus, that'd be really strong. Of course, I keep mentioning Gladiolus, but I don't know if he has it in his hand.
I think Gladio is just as good as a mid to late play as well.
He's so good, especially when you have Noctis. Obviously,
when he's so efficient.
Give it
Pretty
to
nuts.
Me. Give it to me, baby.
I would think that the best play right now would be to play Regis or Anacro.
Go slow. That's fine.
Yeah, Michael's not applying too much pressure. It's good to just develop your backups, especially because Clint plays Yuri.
Yes.
It's definitely a card to keep in mind, and we
yes.
definitely saw one off of the Sid Garland already.
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
definitely keep in
And
mind.
that Anacro is going to be really relevant later on because. Yeah, it's top 8. Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, we're gonna get that updated real quick. It looks like we had some signage issues.
Because he has 6 categories.
Discarding Ignis. Ooh, that's a tough.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Stuff. Well, it's so efficient in these matchups, you know.
Is that core? That's core. So core is fine. Whatever.
Oh, you discarded core?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was EX.
Ignis would be good because you could search the 2-drop. I'm a big fan of the 2-drop Noctis. I know a lot of people aren't.
Well, Clint's been doing really well with it all day.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Clint went into this 5-1? Or 4-2?
4-2.
4-2? And, I mean, honestly, I'm still on the train that, this is a brave deck to play. It's a really pun.
Yeah, brave.
But it's a pretty... I just think it's a really cool deck.
Does he play Momodi?
I thought I saw Momodi there, yeah.
Momodi, it is a brave deck.
Yep.
Yes. So
Yeah, they're so cheap. Like the fact that they do, like, they're just big bodies and they're beefy,
Right.
and there's actually a lot of interaction in the deck. outside of the forwards themselves. So
Oh,
I like it in
just
going right into the Regis
2-drop Noctis, go Noctis Gladiolus.
Or just a Gladiolus.
and go
Just
Noctis
strong start.
This is
Gladiolus.
very strong. I mean,
Very strong.
Unless he Mirage drives, I don't think you attack with lock. Obviously, everything's going to be just a wall to get through for the Fire Ice.
Honestly, that's why I'm such a fan of Mono Ice, is that you get matched up against Earth, and this happens.
Oh, here it is.
You know, where you
That's one of the best plays. Oh, and it's signed.
where you just got this.
Kageyama-san.
Yeah, he's got the Kageyama signed Noctis Full Arts.
Nice. Not as good as my Japanese Maya, but we're not talking about.
We're
myself.
not competing. We're not competing.
Yeah, no competing.
But if we were, Foil Fina would win it. So
Gladiolus is what here? A 10k because of that Enna?
Yeah.
yeah,
10K.
Gladiolus is
And
10.
Noctis is also a 10 from the Gladiolus buff and the Enna Crow.
Well, he doesn't get a buff
Or
from
just from,
Gladiolus, so he'd be 8K.
Yeah,
Noctis
just
is
an 8.
8K. Yeah. If you have an Ignis out, he'd have another 1K, and all the 15 boys would be brave.
I gotta tell you, Wyatt, it's nice to having somebody else here on stream that's doing their stuff, because it's been a while since we've talked.
Could have a Glaciola Bolus, or could have like a.
He wanted to play another.
Yeah, he'd have to be dull.
I'm surprised by that play.
No, but that makes sense.
Emperor Zande follow up here, or not Emperor Zande.
Duncan for 4K.
Emperor Sande. Who the hell?
Emperor Zande.
Ooh, and the red
red
thaumaturge.
The red mage forward. It's the 3 of in his list.
Oh,
It's the if it's a 2-drop 4K. If it was paid
with ice.
with ice, your opponent discards 1 card.
Very cool.
It's very cool.
That's some good tech. I like that a lot.
As Red Letter Media would say, very cool.
I don't know what red letter media is, but
It's wonderful. Oh, is he swapping the foil for the foil?
no.
Doing the
He's
pro
breaking-
plays?
He's breaking
this Sid Garland.
Sid Garland. I forget what Sid Garland does. He grabs a character back.
Yep.
Momodi. Oh,
Momodi for the Brave on
Ooh,
Noctis.
clean. I like that a
Although
lot.
it's only an 8k just like the Duncan.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Pays
not
4.
small.
Oh, pays 4 for Raban.
Oh, that's good. Very good.
Very good.
Something.
I like
No,
that.
he's AK. So Raban punches, just straight punch.
Yeah.
But how big is Noctis
Noctis
He's
an
a-
8
he's a-
with Enna.
with Enna?
In a crow. Yep.
So they were both 8s.
We do. We haven't mentioned it yet, but we do have a judge watching directly over the stream. Curtis DeGito, one of the Minneapolis tabletop tournaments players. Very, very highly skilled player. It didn't really go his way today, but he just missed the top cut. But he will be looking over it. So we do have a judge really
He's a very
paying
talented
attention to
deck
this.
builder, too. So just a shout out to you,
Shout out to the boys at Tabletop for making him a good deck builder.
Bird Gang. Hashtag squawk squawk. Ooh. Oh yeah, fight.
Oh, I thought he was saying that wall EX burst, man.
That is gonna just wreck him.
It's the hardest thing for Ice to pair up against,
Maybe a
which is
little
why
aggressive
Zolairs
there
are so
with the red
important.
attack, but
Okay.
Cloud here to finish it off makes a lot
Very
more
good.
sense for that play.
Yeah, that's cool. But Michael is expending forwards to remove his opponent's forwards. I'm wondering if he's just hoping that he has more. But Clint is running. Why? Do you want to see how many forwards we got here?
Yes.
How many he's running? Ooh,
yes,
Yuri and Titan on the bottom now. Because I think Clint's running quite a high amount of forwards, if I remember properly. That 2-drop Noctis can be so effective.
But the Gabrans due to
26.
26.
26
26 is
that's
pretty high.
normal.
What about the Fire Ice? I bet Fire Ice is running 24 to 26, something like that.
I don't know. I wish people would on their list separate it like I do. But not everybody's perfect. JK.
Including
also
Wyatt.
26 forwards on
26,
the,
so even on forwards. So
deck,
that's why I'm wondering where, like,
counts, we are even.
that's why I was wondering why like trading forwards for forwards when you've got like a pretty even backup race. Like, I'm not sure if that feels super good, unless they're like
Well, we
integral
have the,
forwards.
Minfili here might be able to get that out of the way sometime. He could have. Does he have any minors in his list? Things to keep in mind. So he has 1 minor to possibly help pick up the forward count towards the late game.
Sure. Okay, yeah, I was wondering where we were going
You
with that.
can't break Minfilia just to break her. It has to have a target, and he's not playing Undead Princess. So the Minfilia is going to be there the rest of the game, I believe, unless.
Oh yeah, because he's not running any lighter dark.
We
Yeah.
also have the Lael to
The
cancel the
Leia
summon
will,
to
yeah,
break
yeah,
himself.
Leia will break, yeah.
So he can clean
sure.
up his backup line and
But
play minor
for
late
sure.
game. So
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully he can. He has 1 minor. I personally like minor at more. I know a lot of people have gone down. It's just such an efficient play. I know there's Mist Dragon to remove break
But-
zones and stuff, but if you cast your Mist Dragon,
Hey,
on that,
speaking
go
of-
ahead. Go ahead.
Speak of the dragon, heal up here.
Yeah, love that card.
No, these
Hate that card.
this ice, like, I think Michael's really gonna have to just drop the bigger forwards because right now,
Well,
God,
that is big.
Search for
He's just
Grab
searching
a Phoenix, probably.
a Belias or a Phoenix,
I guess.
Glacia.
yeah.
Oh, what does he have? Yeah, let's see.
He has 3 Phoenix, 2 Glaciolabolas, and 3 Belias.
I'm gonna
So
guess
3,
Phoenix
2, and 2.
for next turn, maybe. But I mean, I'm not a good player.
Glaciolabolas
Okay,
seems like a good one.
Glacia.
Glacia's just so efficient.
Discard. Oh, sure. Clint
Try
has
and
one
limit-
card in hand.
yeah.
Clint has nothing.
Nothing. Oh, it's one.
Oh, it is one. Okay, he does
He has
have it
his
sitting
hand
there.
at the top of the
So,
screen
I
there,
mean,
right
he
by
could-
that Vaporeon.
Yeah.
So what? Right now we're 2-1. 2-1 damage.
2 damage. Yeah.
Clint has 2.
Michael has 1.
So Clint has 3 cards in hand. Glaciolabolas to try and limit him on the hand size.
Yeah, just that attrition. You know, I think that's what's really going to help. And if he needs the Dull Freeze to really like turn up the aggression, you can do that.
Right. Exactly.
I just think Feena's an efficient card.
because he played it. I think turn 2 or 3. But that's going to become relevant too if he can find his last lock.
Well, he did hit one on damage, and he
One in
did
damage,
trade
I
one.
think there's one in the damage zone. Yes. So I mean, that's going to be big for him. How many Genesis is he playing? 1. Ooh.
One.
Yeah, there's one Genesis.
So
I mean, you know,
he's
I'm
obviously better than I am.
Yeah, obviously
so-
he's been doing here, so like, you know,
He knows his
his
deck.
deck's been going pretty well. I know that Chris Neal has a hard time finding space in his list anyway. So
yeah.
like, you know, these Fire Ice lists are getting pretty efficient to the point to where
Right.
you really don't have much wiggle room on what you want to run. And like I said, I think that he just needs to route these big forwards and swing over.
Yeah.
But the problem is that Clint's forwards are so damn cheap and
Yes,
efficient.
they're cheap and
you know,
they're big.
he's like, oh, my core's out there.
Brand
Welcome to
will
9K.
become- oh, here it is.
Core's a 9K. Core can trade with Fina or
Okay.
or
there's the
oh,
lock.
that's
Oh,
nice.
to get the lock. Duh.
Kill a forward and discard a card. That's such a strong play. I mean, it's not an incredibly like.
Miss Dragon? No.
Oh my god, dude, he's done this so many times.
Yeah, Clint's been really making big swings with this Titan.
Oh, 'cause
He's-
he
every
probably
time he's playing
targeted-
Titan.
I'm guessing he
Yep.
targeted Core with. So
So
made
he's
him
trying.
bigger.
So he's trying to make him bigger so that he doesn't die to the Phoenix.
Yep.
And then he lost the cards in hand to
7,
play
8,
to
9,
Titan
10. So he's
anyway.
10. Yep.
That's
Wow,
awesome.
What a good play.
Dude, I'm telling you, Clint is he navigates these matchups
Yes.
like no mono Earth player I've
And I
ever
think
seen.
That's a really big thing that some of the newer players kind of lose. It's
And look how
because-
efficient he
oh
is.
my God.
Look how fast he's throwing stuff
Gladiolus on
down.
the top is pretty great.
He draws a card and then he's boom. Gladiolus is down. Boom. Here's my play. Like you can tell that he really knows the deck.
Yes.
You know,
yes, he
and
does.
and now look, 10K Gladio coming at you.
Yeah. and,
Like,
I mean,
what are you gonna do about
Still have
that?
Core and a Noctis as
Yeah.
well that are pretty decent sized. And
yeah, Core's 8. So he's
Core's
nothing-
9,
Wow.
and a Crow and Regis. Or no, is Regis not down?
No, Regis is down, but he gets
Core
to
gains
7, plus 2.
Oh, yep. I'm sorry.
That's
You're
okay.
right.
You'll learn
It's
the
with
cards
Ignis
one
where
day.
he gets
You'll
9.
learn the cards one day.
Still a strong card. Oh, he gains plus 1K whenever a 15 comes
So,
out too.
The thing I
So
like about Clint's deck is he is playing 3 Ignis. So these guys are going to be Brave soon if he can find them. Plus 1K Brave.
speaking,
So yeah,
dude,
I mean,
this
instantly.
trading stuff, like
Yeah,
I
you
don't like
can't-
that.
Oh, that's rough.
I mean, we do have another Phoenix.
That's
in
rough.
hand.
Okay, so
Ooh,
he does kill
look.
it.
We have
Boom.
a Phoenix in hand to bring back that lock, which makes a lot of sense. And we also
Sure.
have the Black Vaults to clean up. So I
But
really like that play.
That's a lot of CP to kill a guy that's cost 2.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's where I'm at with it. Is that I'm having a hard time seeing it and going, oh, okay, well that's a fair trade. But you know, like I said, Michael's got to know how to navigate these
Right.
matchups,
And
I would
obviously he's a
trust him
smart
with his
player,
deck.
so, yeah,
You know,
he'll know what to do.
Might not
but
even
it-
be the best trade, but it's just the situation you're in, and trying to maximize the value of what you do have is important.
No, you're
Exactly.
Right.
And-
And you brought up a good point: is he can Phoenix to get the lock back for a discard. So I mean, he's setting up future plays. Ooh,
Looks like a party attack here.
Would it be
dude, I
six,
might
12,
block this. I might block this
Bring
with
Cloud
Cloud,
back?
bring him back, kill Garbranth.
Well,
So kill like you could trade for both and like lose nothing. 2 forwards for 1.
I don't know if you can split enough damage that way because we do have the buff from Enacro.
So how big? Well, how big is Noctis? Noctis is nothing. 6K. So you'll block
Yeah,
with
both
9,
six, sure.
bring Cloud back in, deal
Yeah,
5.
well, he chose not to.
Oh no,
which is
I'm
fine.
just I don't know if that's the right play because it's a really expensive,
So
really
now you
greedy
can't
play.
really- if you swing in with Cloud, you won't have a blocker. So obviously he's not going to swing.
Well, what's his hand?
He has a Phoenix, I believe.
Yeah, so he at least has a
I
Phoenix.
see a lock, and maybe was that a
Lock Laswell.
Laswell. I think you get.
I'd play
Laswell
Lock
on.
and Laswell.
I think. Oh, okay.
Yep, so he's going to swing with Cloud, take the damage, play either Lock or Laswell next.
maybe take the damage. We could have a Titan here from Clint's side.
Yeah. Well, even if you had a Titan, you could Clint could still do it.
That's the worst part of playing Earth is that you just gotta like bite down and hopefully they don't have like a Raban or a Titan. Like
Yeah.
even a Yojimbo. I mean, it just all feels bad.
Look at
Here
that.
you go.
Okay, he's
There's
gonna
Laswell.
Laswell,
This is Laswell for
into
Stack, ping him.
Ping Gladio.
Gladio. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Kind of just the biggest Earth forward there. I think
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. you gotta
Laswell
go.
is such a good card.
Laswell's going to be really relevant. If Clint can't answer it right away, Laswell will help. Oh, yep. But,
Hey, speaking
the
of
devil,
Clint
he
can't answer
answered
right away.
turns
Clint
out
doesn't have an answer. Oh well,
Tonka Truck is a really good summon.
dude. Yeah, well, when you've got big forwards,
Yes,
and they
yes.
like slapping people.
Now we're up to what, about 4 cards in hand? It looks like 3-4 cards for Clint.
I'm having a hard time telling on Clint's side, but he's paying 5 for Ignis. Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna
So he'll
grab
go
a
back up to
Noctis.
3.
You grab the 3-drop maybe. Maybe another 2. Yeah, 3-drop.
Yeah.
Just so you can kind of clean up.
So you can break that monster with his special, man.
So now these guys.
And now
are
he's got Brave.
They're brave.
That's-
well, Gabranth
yeah.
obviously isn't, but
He's in a bro.
this is
Well-
rough. I don't see Michael having a way out of this at
This
all.
this might be game 1. But hey, again,
You're right,
Michael's got a lot of stuff.
Michael could play Shantoto.
Yeah.
Surprise Shantoto.
How big is this Ignis here? Is it within range of like a decent
Ignis
Phoenix
is
target?
8.
Ignis
so
is an
it'd
8,
be a
yeah.
perfect target for sure.
Because Ignis is a 7 plus the 1 from Mana Crow, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Ignis is an AK here. Right?
Ignis is one of the biggest threats too because he's going to give everybody brave.
Right.
I wasn't taking it seriously enough for like I made a dumb mistake and then I was like, okay, I'm certainly going to lose. And then she's like, yeah, I'm beating
All
you.
right, so
And she
Dylan's
played
yelling at
beat me
people.
up.
Ignore him if you can do
Easily
that.
distracted. It's like a squirrel.
Somebody
really.
throw
Hey,
a quarter.
hey,
Do you have any
the
shiny
cutest
quarters?
damn squirrel you've ever seen.
I'm out of quarters, Wyatt.
Are we going with code names or are we doing real names right now?
We were drinking.
Are you Josh or are you somebody else?
Whoever you want me to be,
All right,
Wyatt.
I want you to be my lover. I love Clint's name, Backstreet Boys. I mean, they're back. All right.
Boy band, it's pretty great.
Yeah, the boy band is together, and turns out they're strong. I've always wanted to make this deck. I haven't ever been able to have the time to put it together, but Clint has put in a lot of thought into his deck. I love some of his pieces. This looks like a well-oiled machine. Okay, Laswell again. That's not bad.
Kind of feels like we're just treading water a little bit here.
Yeah,
We're
he's just-
trying to develop a little more. Try this.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, so now he does have Belias, and he has the ability to cast it from his hand, so he can.
You can sell all of
First
the attacks
strike.
for one turn, making
Yeah.
like a 10k cloud or a 9k
yeah, yeah.
as well. I kind of like putting cloud with the Belias, but
Yeah.
these plans definitely go wrong if
Well,
there's like a Titan or if
For
they,
sure, and well, that's the problem is unless he's gonna party attack, you're gonna do it once and then he stops attacking.
Right. Fury is definitely a card to keep in mind as you're Michael here trying to figure out how to play
Right.
around that from
If-
Clint.
Clint plays a Yuri.
Yeah.
I mean, it's game over. Yuri's so dumb.
Well, as far as like trying to keep a Phoenix up or something, you know.
Right,
Because he does have the Phoenix in hand. It's a little too much CPU right now, but
right, and that's the thing. I like that Dark Fina though. That would have been perfect to play now, so he could go get it and cast it for free.
yeah.
Oh, so he is party attacking, killing. He's gonna bring him back. Okay, so this will be strong. He should be able to. What is it? 3K plus 1.
Yeah, 3+1 for
So
each, so he gets
AK.
to do AK to something, which
I
is
would
probably
kill
going to
the
be
Ignis.
Yeah.
He's got to do Ignis. Ignis? Yeah, Ignis. Yes.
Yep. And that is who he targets here, but yeah, it looks like no response, no Titan, no nothing from Clint here, but still in a pretty decent spot the way it is.
Hashtag sneaky Titan. That plus 2K, I really like paired with like Graviton. Obviously, it's not needed in this deck, but with
Yeah,
smaller
I was gonna
weenies.
say, I don't believe Graviton's in the.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But that's one of my favorites. You know,
Sure,
if you
sure.
carbuncle, you're giving 2K to something smaller.
It
And
looks
then,
like we're down to about 5 cards left in Michael's deck, so he has to figure out how he can try and get 4 damage in about 3 turns.
if you do the
so-
math, the game's over.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to keep fighting out. Never give up. I mean, I don't think they'll go to time. They won't have to worry about time. So I mean, just play it out. You never know. Clint could accidentally knock his deck over and get a game loss, I guess.
You know, you can only hope for so much, but we're about 20 minutes in, so
Yeah.
still plenty of time.
Yeah. So he's not, pressed for time or anything. Well, 3, 4, 5 Phoenix. Ooh.
Just 3,
Yeah, he's
it looks
casting
like it's
casting the
for
Phoenix. I know it doesn't matter, but that irritates me the way he's casting it. It's fine.
Probably for the lock,
Lock.
again. I
Yeah, which
can't imagine anything else. Maybe that red mage we saw earlier, but
Well, see, that would be bad because you won't get the extra.
Right, from the ice.
So those
the
standard
log
units
lets
are
you go,
amazing in dual color decks, but like bringing them back any style. Okay, so he can freeze
Yeah.
something.
We're attacking here, making sure Gladiolus doesn't
Okay.
do anything too
So
much.
he is kind of making it.
even up a little,
Ooh,
but-
that's a big
Yeah,
hit.
hitting that Yuri's big. It
That's
means he
a
doesn't
big
have
hit.
further activations. And a Crow's actually probably better for Clint to be over in the damage
Ooh.
zone than drawing, but
You know, I am eating my words right now. Like Michael might be able to do this. I
Laswell
was trying to
really
make too many
looks-
jokes and I missed what would happen. I know he Phoenixed for lock.
Phoenix for lock. Just
oh, so
down
he
the
killed
chart
something
and
with Lock.
killed the Noctis
So you
with
play
the
Noctis
Phoenix.
here.
But we know this Noctis is here, and it's big because Clint's at 5 damage, so anything else that comes through will
We'll
probably
break something, and he can fight. Oh,
and that
Cecil.
Cecil's big. It gets to take out anything.
Anything he
Probably
wants.
the Laswell would be my
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, I would take out Laswell. Definitely, I would
But-
offer the cloud trigger.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
But
Here we go. And
So,
he
yeah.
has 2 cards in hand, so he can pay 4, so Noctis doesn't take any damage as long as he has an Earth, which in mono Earth he probably does.
even still, though, even if he wouldn't, Noctis is an 8k here. Lock can't really attack.
Right.
Especially because the free damage off of the 6.
Yeah. The break.
Yeah,
Yes.
the break from Noctis on
Which
the
is
6 point
big.
trigger.
Which is big. Although, like, he can make.
Looks like we
he
do
can
have a VV in hand here. Might be able to get somewhere with that.
he can make lock 8K with Edgar backup. He can
Right.
tap it for 8K. So, like, he could bait it in, and maybe if Clint's not really
But-
paying attention.
Yeah, but then we kind of 2-for-1 ourselves with the Lock and Cloud being taken down by
Right, right,
Noctis
right.
at a point of damage, and
Break
then the
trade.
Cecil comes
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
But
And yeah,
it seems like a rough spot to be in. I'm wondering if he's going to try and make something happen with this.
he does have a red
VV
mage.
here.
Is it red mage? I
Yep,
think
he has a
what it's
VV and a red mage. He also has a Belias, which is an interesting line. We can try and sneak something through in combat, but again, I think he just ends up taking the damage from Noctis,
Yeah.
since he has Noctis. Depends on how much he likes the cards in hand.
Turns out these box topper legends are really good people. I was one of the ones that complained because that's all I do. But Noctis, Cloud, Nail, all good. Thank you, Square Enix.
Yeah, definitely giving out good cards for box toppers incentivizes people to pick them up.
And those full arts just are
Yeah.
beautiful. Just love it. I don't know why we're sharing a mic if Dylan left.
I'm not sure either, but I
like
haven't
being-
moved yet, neither of you, so
I
I'm
like,
just rolling with
I like
it.
being close to you. Okay.
Alright, looks like
So,
it's going
paint two.
to probably be that red mage here like we thought.
Playing the red mage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes him discard a card?
Yeah.
That's big.
Makes Clint discard a card here, kind of limit options, and then I'm not sure if we still have it, but I know he had a lock in his hand earlier. We might be
Ooh,
able
wow.
to get a lock special through.
Oh, in response.
he's got a Hecaton Fire here.
Yep.
This is big.
Get rid of the
The
lock.
Cloud, probably.
I get rid of lock. But
The Cloud, just because it's the biggest
oh,
forward.
sure, 10K to 10K. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You're right. I'm wrong. That's why I'm not in top cut.
I think these efficient summons are really what.
You weren't even watching. Get out of
No,
here.
well, but really that Hecatonkier, like
Yes.
I've seen Clint, like he keeps
They're so
making
good.
such efficient plays.
Yeah, and it's in response to discard.
To
So
the red
like,
mage discard, yep.
I mean,
Oh,
he's forcing him to do
yeah.
it, but like,
I like
Clint's
that.
fine with it.
Just
Like,
letting it happen.
Yeah, because
I do
10K.
the damage back, and I do like playing a BB here as a follow-up almost.
Yeah, kill the Gladiol. Oh, Belias. Give him haste. Okay, he's
How many cards do you have left in deck? Is that two?
Two.
He has 2 cards left.
He's gonna
in deck.
risk it for the biscuit,
Yep, gonna
man.
discard a card. Oh god, he's
Phoenix.
playing a big Phoenix here.
Ooh,
Big
good-
Phoenix on Noctis.
killing the Noctis. Yeah.
Yep, bringing back a time mage.
Time
Oh
Crazy,
my god!
What a play. That's a good play. So yeah,
Given that
Unless
little red mage
Clint
haste.
hits it. Nope.
Yep, and there we go.
Wow,
that's
he
seven.
just
He snuck that one back
was
in.
very good. by
Game
Michael.
one, guys. That's awesome.
That just goes to show you, like, you know, when you're down and out, I was like, yeah, well, he's not going to scoop. I was pretty sure, like, the game was Clint. Like, it looked like Clint had that. Just knowing your deck, knowing what it does, knowing your interactions, and being able to navigate it, like, that was impressive by Michael. So good on him. Awesome job, man. Looking forward to game 2 here.
Go back and read.
I thought it was that too. We're gonna update and we're gonna put advantage by Chris or by Clint so that we know that he took game one.
He didn't.
No, he's down again.
Or
Clint is
sorry,
down
sorry.
again.
Clint is
Michael.
down. My apologies.
It's okay. I
That's
know,
what
that's
happens
what I
when
was
you
just
don't show up
saying.
to stream.
Yeah, I was just saying how I thought Clint had that in the bag, but Michael showed me that he knows his deck better than I know it.
Yeah, and that Phoenix was really big for the time mage.
How many? He
But-
casted 3 Phoenix?
I believe that was all 3 Phoenix
Yeah,
that game.
man.
So,
Man.
and that time mage is just a one of. So,
Yes.
Definitely.
Time Mage is one of my favorite cards. Standard unit.
You want me to put game 1 or something? Okay. Or,
Just a V in parentheses. Victory.
sure. Well,
That's what a lot of
just go G1. G1
Or
works
G1
too.
or... Yeah. That's perfect.
Yep. We can make that text box. There we go. First time dealing with best of 3 on stream, just getting the setup a little.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching the stream today. I didn't get to watch most of it.
We'll go back and rewatch it once it's posted on YouTube
game
later.
1. You can see me overpay for Nidhogg. It was a lot of fun. This is something we're gonna definitely try and do a lot more with the Back to the Main phase. Our group we're making, again, part of the Maniacs network.
Dude, hitting those 15.
wait.
No, no,
he
Regis,
didn't.
man.
I forgot about Regis.
That ain't no whiff, boy.
Turn 1 wall is going to be pretty strong here
Yeah.
against mono ice. Or fire ice.
Fire ice.
He's just
Yeah.
gonna forgo the backups and
Yeah.
just do so search for
Well, yeah, we knew we had the Regis here. Probably just going to find
Regis-
an Ignis or Gladiolus. Sure.
Yeah.
just
Dude, just keep
he
that
plays
pressure.
No,
No. Maybe.
if,
That's pretty strong if he plays it.
I think
Dude, if you have the 3 forwards against it, no, he said go.
No. You can't.
You don't want to be too.
Just in case, like
Well,
Michael could,
Yeah.
take care of your forwards and then where you're at.
right. You don't want to overextend too much, especially after last game. I mean,
Yeah. And like, look, he
Yeah.
is just all fire.
it
So
looks like he
gen-
has 2 VVs.
Generally, when this sort of thing happens, though, like if you lose game 1, generally the person who lost will turn on, they'll
Try
turn
to
on the
go more
jets and
aggressive.
Yeah,
try to
but,
be
yeah.
aggressive just to get that game out. But I agree with what you're saying. Like I'm not sure if I would like that play.
But,
But,
yeah, there it is.
And he did kind of get punished for having extra cards in hand. It does
Yeah.
end up finishing off the Noctis here.
Right.
Well, it would have
Yeah.
anyways because 4+1, right? But
Well, if he would have pitched
No, if he
one
pitched-
for Gladiolus,
pitched one
it
for
would've been
Gladio,
a
he'd
3K,
zero-
right?
zero
Or
cards.
4K?
Yep.
4K?
so
It is what it is.
Vivi's just an
Alright.
efficient legend. It's nice to see that card come back into play,
I know,
actually.
it's a very good card.
does discard the
art,
second VV, which could have been punishing if
that art on that card is amazing. I love
Oh, Vivi's art,
the
yeah.
Legionary. The Legionary is a good card.
Yeah, the Legionary, that art.
Remember
that
when
top
we
tier
had
art.
the debate and you told me it was bad?
I don't know. I think it's
Fargo
tempo.
members.
It's a good
It
tempo.
is tempo.
And it
It's
thins
good.
your deck. It thins your deck, which
No,
is really
it
good.
sure does.
Three
But I
cards
mean,
with 4
like,
cards,
it's a
both
good
have a forward.
turn 1-2 play, just get some backups. And
Yeah,
you can
strong.
break it. Oh, okay.
That's
River Bond
stronger.
Punch here seems pretty good.
Brave no
Yeah,
Yanks.
Brave no targeting. EX burst seems like the obvious line
Yeah.
here.
Hits Fanfrit.
Not
Seems
much,
good.
so.
A Fanfrit would be wild in Fire Ice.
I mean,
It's
if
like,
you
I
have
guess
like
it
a
runs through
tutor
Fanfrit.
effect in Fire Ice, still get that X
So
burst, but
like,
it's just like
the new
targeting
the new
stuff.
Terra that gets you a summon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
I
card.
don't
Card's
believe he
cool.
plays any Terras. But
No. It's a new card in set 10.
There's a new
Oh,
starter
It was
Terra that's
spoiled.
coming out. A Fire
sure.
Terra. 4
They
drops,
are coming
7K.
out. The power creep is real.
It's pretty cool.
I love
that
this one.
Kefka art, though.
The Kefka is such a beautiful card. Kefka is a maniac.
You know what's not? You know what's also nice to see? Wall. People are playing Wall again, and
Oh.
Clint's got Wall because
We'll never win away.
yeah, but I mean,
It did.
he's not as good against all of the non-targeting EXs. You know,
Yes.
like
Well,
it's
exactly.
like I'll Brave no EX, and then
Yeah.
you hit a Fanfrit, and okay, I
That's
guess
there to pick up.
I
Makes a
guess
lot
I'm
of
dumb,
sense.
but yeah,
What did
no
he
that
pick up with the Setzer?
What did he pick up with that?
I missed it.
I saw him grab something, but couldn't quite tell what it was.
Jesus Cristo, man. Michael, you're bleeding.
As a multi-card symbol, that's
But he's
looks like he's just developing his backup so that he
Yeah.
can make
Wonder-
big plays like last time with like the Phoenix and stuff like that.
I think that's
believe
where you think he's
Legionary
gonna
can
win.
break to give a character 1K, and I wonder if that becomes relevant when you're swinging in with a baby lock.
Just kind of
Just-
playing a game of chicken.
Well,
It's
because
like,
you can
see how many
you buff
can-
them with Edgar and then buff them with the Legionary.
That Minfilia here, pick up 2 characters, seems really strong.
Yeah.
Got there.
Very
Kind of
good.
lets him keep the pressure on.
You got there. Okay. Yeah.
Noctis Gladiolus.
So
Very good.
Kyle, the other guy got it.
Just sit down. No, not you. So, not Kyle.
Not Kyle.
Not Kyle. Perfect. Okay.
And we have our first decision in top 8. It
Yeah,
didn't
looks
go how I wanted it to.
Looks
One
like
of the
a-
Bird Gang lost.
Yeah, it looks
Squawk,
like a live
squawk.
1-2-0 over.
We're a non-biased stream though,
love
so I'm
it.
just happy that anybody's playing.
No, I am not biased, but he's right here, so I love that guy.
Oh, Kyle's a great guy, but seeing
He showed
some
me a kindness.
Canadians,
Showed me a
Canadians,
kindness that could
represent.
never be repaid. He traded me a foil lock.
Dude, that is some kindness there. And he gave me Lenas when
What?
Lenas were $40 a piece.
Dude, I don't like you anymore.
They were $400 a piece, and he only valued them at 2.
So he's bad at math.
When
Hey,
you're drunk, math
yeah.
is hard.
How much is a Snickers bar? About $100. That's Rain Man. Maybe I'm too old
Dude.
for this stream.
Back in my day,
Back in my day.
Snickers were a quarter.
But yeah, so we've got our first decision, and what's that, Josh?
Elijah wins 2-0 over Kyle, so that will
Over
be,
Kyle Mattinson. So
So Kyle's out.
That is going to be the 3-6 slot. So
Clint's got a
yeah,
board
so
here.
the winner of
I'm such a big fan of Noctis
Tristan
Gladiolus. It's just such a good combo.
and Chris and Winifred right now in seed 1 and 8. Winifred took game 1, so
Okay.
we're looking at that.
Might be an upset brewing.
Good old Colin Rupert taking it from last place to first, baby.
Yeah. I mean, that's
He's
why they
like,
play the
"Who's
game,
Colin
right?
Rupert?
That's why they play the game. Rankings don't matter in Top Cut, man.
I know we had Winifred on just before top 8. I believe it was what, Mono Ice, or is he the Mono Lightning? That was
Winifred was Mono Lightning. Great
Lightning.
interview.
Mono Lightning.
I
Great interview,
really
yep.
want to see his deck.
So that's
Mono-lightning's something I'm
Chris is
very
on
interested
Earth
in.
Wind. Post Dadaluma. May he
So
rest in
he's gonna-
pieces.
Dolphries.
Yeah, Phil Freeze's Gladiolus makes a lot of
Very
sense
good play.
Yep.
Ooh.
Bring him down to 3,
There
but
you
he
go.
hits that Noctis
Ooh.
whiff.
Whiff. Ooh.
Oh, those are good cards that he really probably could have needed.
Yeah, that would have been good. He could have took care
The
of
next turn is Titan.
Last
I mean,
Yeah, he could have tightened to get rid of Laswell, but
or like the next card was an EX Titan. Like that would have been.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
I mean, he's still in a decent spot here. He has a
Well, you know,
He's going to be 2 forwards. He's going to have the Wool and the Noctis, and he might even be able to use the mode nobody thinks of on Wool and try to do like
Deal
a
some
3K. to a
3K.
damage,
3K, yeah.
Or to a dual forward and maybe pair it with something else
Yes.
to clean up that Laswell.
very solid point, Josh.
Michael's sitting here cleaning up
Making a
hands,
discard.
dodging the
Gladiolus
Gladiola
special.
special. That is
Which-
huge in this
Would
matchup.
have paired great with that Wool to do 3K to a damage.
Yeah. Kill
To a dual
kill
forward.
Laswell and
And
the
the
other
time
forward.
mode,
Yeah.
What is Gladiola special? Remind me, is it 8K?
It's 7K to the board.
7K to the board. Okay. Yeah, that would have been good. That would
It
have
is
been
it
real
is
good.
a nuts
Does he have to be
special.
active for that? Or is it
Um,
just CP? Or
I believe it is
No,
CP and
Gladiolus isn't dull. It's just
doesn't
it's just a
at all.
CP
Okay, so
and a
it's not
special.
tap ability.
I believe it's 4 Earth and a special.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
No, I mean, I'm gonna believe you.
I believe it looks something.
It looks like a
similar to that.
3 or 4 Earth in a special. Yeah, we could have saw that coming.
It's,
He would've
it's
had to
looking like
pitch his
Mike
hand
is
again,
really
probably, but
it's looks like Mike is
would've been worth
really
it.
controlling this like slow stem though. And unlike most fire ice that I see that are just hasty, get down your throat and disruptive discard, like this fire ice, it's playing almost more like a mono ice where you're really
The
getting
Modi's
this.
really good here to give Brave, along with the Wool to give Brave.
yeah.
Oh, the double brave. Yeah, that's really strong.
To your point, Dylan. Yeah, like ice. It's very good at going slow too. Like you don't have to be turbo.
I agree, but I mean, normally when people splash the fire in there, they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna go
aggressive.
crazy."
Yeah, no.
And you know,
I
now
hear you.
he's
Yeah.
he's just
The
taking
one
the
of Ghost
damage.
hits an Edgar here.
Is it a one of the ghost?
Yeah, the one of Ghost.
Yeah, that's why I felt like not playing Ghost because I was like, I just want him at one, but
Eliza's
he
big
leads up in
pickup here.
the.
It lets him definitely trade in combat favorably.
Oh, and he has 2 glass.
he
Yeah.
has 2 glass, yeah.
Oh God,
And Duncan, it looks like, and maybe a lock.
oh this is gross,
Oh,
dude.
Sid, Banana Man.
Dude, Duncan
Go
that
grab a
Gladio, Duncan that Gladio, and then
Michael,
Glacia
hot
discard
fire, man,
7K.
hot fire.
Yeah, that is a lot of CP. I don't know how I feel about that much.
Well, because you'll leave up one of the fire. Okay, so you tap 2, discard a card, bring Duncan in, 4K to Gladio, okay, and then you go discard Dull, Glacia, discard and 7K,
I think
and then
I'd
you
be more worried about the Noctis
No.
here.
yeah no but Glacia can't hit Noctis right now, and Noctis can cancel it.
Right.
But you've got the Edgar
Right here, he
to
can
ping
dull and
for
freeze.
to dull freeze. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna dull freeze. You do the Duncan and you do the Glacia. You wipe a forward, control a forward, and discard a card. I think that's
It
a
would
strong
be,
play.
Like obviously he's not going to do it, but it would be funny if he pitched 4 cards. To
Oh,
like
you're
the
just
one-
saying.
1K.
Okay, you're just saying do this.
Yep, this
Sure.
is what I like here.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Okay, I
7K
actually I
discard.
didn't. Yeah,
Or
that's really
7K
strong.
Freeze.
Because he dealt 1K and he's dealing 7K discard.
Yep, just to dull it down as well, so Glaciolus can hit it.
That's oh my God, the
Discard
third
like that.
Gladiolus.
Who is the signature on his Gladiolos? Is that Macho Man Randy Savage?
No, I believe that's I can't remember. It was the other Japanese gentleman that was part of the Square Enix team
Oh, sure.
from Hobby Japan.
He ruined me.
I didn't get to play against him.
We played
I
Mono
got
Lightning
really
versus
really
Mono
sad. I played a lot
Lightning.
of Tim and Kageyama-san, but never got the chance to play him. And I've
very
heard that he is
talented.
an incredible player.
His decks
Like-
were very interesting.
And I've heard he's pretty ruthless too. So
He
like
was, yes,
that's the type
yes.
of player that I want to
So-
play against. You know.
Kageyama and Tim kind of took it easy a little bit on you. That other guy, he was like, no.
That's a big hit off of the.
Oh, you're
Very
hitting the
getting
Titan,
rid of Laswell.
and he just put a Titan on the bottom of his deck too. So for
Well,
it to
he
be
plays
right there is
3,
rough.
correct?
Right.
I'm sure he plays 3 Titan, 3 Hecaton, and two Mist Dragon.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're correct.
That's funny. I was like, well, that's the package that I would run.
Really big here. He's going to have to use the Glacial Bolus on defense for a dull.
To dull freeze,
Yep.
or else he'd lose, right?
Yep. Otherwise, he's going to be taking the 7 damage, up to 7 damage.
Again, I
That's
think the
not
way
doing
Michael's doing stuff is really clean. Like you're just seeing him.
He's got a plan,
You know,
like he's not panicking. It looks bad. Like the last game looked terrible. I was ready to write it off, but
You can definitely swing when you
stand
have
up and
like a
watch it if
Phoenix
you want.
for a.
yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Phoenix for a time mage, just like the last game, definitely gets him back in this.
Yes,
Killing a forward and then dull freezing the other one is definitely good.
best card in the game, Time Mage.
Dude, Time Mage is quite good. Actually, it's one of those cards.
Yeah, does attack with the glass.
Ooh,
Michael,
Gladius here.
honestly,
Could've
I got to say that Michael
gave him
so
the-
far has been my favorite match to watch. Earlier in Swiss, it was an incredible match between him and a Gilgamesh deck.
okay.
Golbez.
Golbez Gilgamesh, and
So
he
50 forwards. Oops, all
and-
forwards.
yeah
Almost pulled that one out, but
Oh,
and that
and
that's a tough deck.
Jesse's
like,
in
if you're
top.
not ready for it, like
top
it
eight
just
as
all
well.
of a sudden slams you in the face.
but that Golbez deck did have 4 backups.
Was that Golbez deck
wanna do
playing
some
fire
commenting?
perchance with Nail?
I don't believe it had nail.
Okay, that's
Can
fine.
Double check.
Like
here.
Ooh,
oops, all forwards
Cloud
with-
is
with
huge right now.
Yeah, that's
With
big.
the dull
See?
frozen
Michael
wall.
has a plan.
Dude, I would never count him out. Like
No.
the fact
This is
he
really impressive to
nearly
watch.
won what I thought was an absolutely unwinnable game.
Yeah, no, I
And, like,
There's huge
he just-
as well in hand as a leftover.
What's huge?
Vivi
His
as a
Vivi?
leftover is
oh
Michael's
sure,
hand.
and now he has a bunch of cards in hand too, so it's going to do what 4, 5, 6,
Yep.
7.
Yeah,
well,
so
not
any
enough to
forward-
kill it,
well,
but
Any forward that Clint tries to stick down, Vivi can help clean up, especially with
Absolutely.
that red mage there. Because if you play Vivi damage something and then attack with that red mage, it's
Mm-hmm.
he's
Yeah.
gonna trade up, which is pretty
can't
big.
do too aggressive right now though. He's got to be worried about the Hecatonka truck coming at
Well,
you.
that and the crackback.
yes,
you know, like-
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
All he has to do is like he loses a forward and he's out of there.
right.
Michael just double checking what a couple cards do.
Double checking that Minfilia does
Doesn't have
nothing.
to worry about that
Um,
Minfilia. Regis
Did
if
we
Core
did we
comes.
see an undead princess in the break zone?
No, he doesn't
We
have
did-
one. I don't think.
Does he not play them?
No, I see he's not playing it. That was the point.
Well, obviously it's a bad card because
Yeah.
it's not a 15 forward.
Well, we brought
So,
it up
no.
because the Minfilia is uncrackable basically for
Yeah,
him.
when we discussed game 1, we were talking about ways to get rid of backups. So.
'Cause he wanted
Dude,
to play-
Glacia, is he going to pair that Vivi with a Glacia and force him? Oh, Sid
Oh,
Reigns.
doesn't need to use the
Oh,
Sid Reigns.
jeez.
It's a very good play.
That is.
Look at this board he has.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough one for Clint. Just can't
Clint
really
does
stable
play
it.
one
I-
Shantoto.
But again,
I don't
backup line
know
is pretty
how
full. It's gonna
he,
be-
he clears his backup line. That's a tough
Well,
one.
and he's going to be discarding a card right here. Oh, he's going in
Looks like we might
response.
have something in response here. The Titan, which is pretty big.
Is Michael's out of hand?
6, 7, 8. Should be what about
Yeah, I
8,
think-
8 or 9k damage total here between
Dude,
Vivi and
look at all of these responses
Yeah.
Clint has. Like, so Vivi dealt 6, and Sid Reigns is dealing 4. Sid Reigns is 4, and he's got. Does he have Enacro?
Yeah. No.
No, he doesn't.
No,
Oh,
no
that's
Enacro.
rough.
No Enacro, but
Say, I thought he might have been buffing him out to 11.
Comes back in, not going to do the damage, but
Discard. Okay.
this card's minor to the Sid Reigns trigger from forward dying, and
Yep,
looks like
that's
he's gonna-
it's the same thing I would have done with Michael. Like, what does Mike got to lose?
Wait. Did he give?
we did just
yeah,
play
yeah,
that
there we
with
go.
this
There we go.
turn
He
there.
caught himself. He got himself.
Yep, the judge in there too, just making
Curtis
sure
probably-
smooth, so-
Curtis
Cleaned
is
it
on
up.
top of it. Come on. I want to see a Shan. Oh, he can't Shantoto. Gosh,
Yeah.
I'm stupid. Noctis. Okay.
He's- he's-
Knox is a good
doing the
start.
judging.
Good-
that's
He
rough.
could have hit a 15 there.
Whiffed
that's-
again, man.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But core. Okay. Core's still beefy. 7K.
Dude, those are cheap
Those
cheap
There's
forwards.
some
Cheap
value to
forwards
be
is what he
had.
needs
There's
right
a lot
now.
of value to be had with the baby
Michael
15s.
was out of hand, but he is.
He's got 5. I mean,
5 damage,
those
6
forwards
damage.
are stopping Cloud. Or those forwards are stopping everything but Cloud. and he's got the lail up for any interaction.
Right. And
So,
I
but
think
we
he's
do
kind
have
of
the,
hoping for some
The
interaction.
two backups there that can buff.
oh, they're
1K.
buffing to
Yeah.
to force trades that
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Could definitely party attack as well with a red mage BV as an option.
I think that would be smart. Party attacking,
Because if we
try
party
and
mage-
force a
yeah,
block.
we can attack with Cloud, then we can party with our two fire forwards, and then Sid Reigns with the two backups there can definitely clean up what's left too.
Yeah, because Sid Reigns would be a 7
Yep,
if he
and that-
cracked both of them, which would be a bold move,
And
Cotton.
that wipes the board and gets a
But
gets a
if
damage
it
to
wins you
put
the
him up to
game.
6, so-
Right.
You know, if it wins the
I
game,
mean,
it wins the game.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with
Looks like he has a Phoenix
Michael's
and a Celeste
Michael's
in
ability
hand.
to just maintain on 6
And it-
points of damage. It
So
really
I do like attack, starting with an attack here, but
And
It's
it's
really
not your mama's fire ice. You
it's
know.
not your grandma's fire ice. I think the legionary sets it apart. I haven't seen that in many fire ices. I mean,
I think legionary certainly, but you don't see that red mage, and you certainly
The red
don't see
mage
that
too.
time mage either.
I
That
agree.
time mage off of Phoenix is gnarly.
Dude,
Yeah,
Like
and
that is so
that
strong.
time mage of Gladiator is pretty good.
and I do like this attack here again, like I said, because
So
of
he-
the two backups, and it's not like you can not
7.
block it here.
Here you go.
Yeah, because
And then
now
he's
now
gonna
he
do
can
it.
crack both backups, and he'll still swing with he'll swing with Cloud.
So now we
Smart,
trade.
so smart.
Now you swing with Cloud, and you leave, and you could party attack even.
Well,
you could swing with Cloud and party
No, no,
attack,
no. Oh,
and
you-
like he'd lose both forwards.
Well, he blocks one and takes a damage. It goes up to 6, and I don't think it matters what order he does it here. I don't really like attacking alone here,
No, I don't either.
because I mean,
You just eat it.
yeah, party attack does just as well. And
Party attack saves one.
Because
Well,
I guess with this attack
no,
here,
'cause
if you
then
block the VV,
if he lets it through and he attacks with Cloud, he has to block Cloud. So he's
Oh,
setting
so
up
he'd
for the
still
win.
swing. Yeah.
He's trying to win. So
That's fair.
okay,
So now he swings with Cloud.
which is smart.
Yeah, but then you can-
blocking the VV.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
why did they
Time
why did they
mage was-
trade?
Yeah, bring up the mage. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot red mage can do that.
So Red Mage has an ability I don't know of
Shows
because I've
you
never
how
seen the
good I am
card
at this
played,
game,
to be
I fucking
honest.
suck.
But it can ping for damage, which is awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah.
but I mean, it just kind
It was effectively the same thing as a party attack,
Right.
right?
So
I mean-
again, we're calling. We're like, hey, party attack. What is he doing? What is he doing? He knows what he's doing.
No, I wasn't. No,
No.
I wasn't saying that.
No.
It was Josh. Josh is the loudmouth here.
Josh.
yeah, I
Um,
mean,
is
different
smart.
lines of play, same results.
Ooh.
Okay. That
Yuri's
might-
pretty good here. I mean, you
Ooh, angry
can
chicken.
both at
Don't
bay. I
freeze.
don't know if I like doing it now.
Why are you doing it right now?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good. You know, Clint is in a tight spot. He might be just trying to get
Just
what he
trying,
thinks he
yeah.
needs to do. And now, not that I would agree with that. You know,
But
I play
if he
a
has
lot
a
of Yuri,
Belias the Gigas,
but
Yeah, Belias with a forward, like
Yeah.
a cheap forward and a Belias.
you need to have
but
Yuri
no.
up just in case you want to block. Like you can
Phoenix.
block and then on
Yep.
the stack do it.
That Phoenix is pretty good here. Clears out the Yuri, which was
It's at the end of
again, if he would have the Anna Crow, it would have saved Yuri.
well, not so much. He brought back the VV, so it was just extra damage.
Right,
anyways, but-
right. No, you're right. But just the Phoenix itself.
Clint's stemming some bleeding, and I think he's out of
He has
gas,
anything.
guys.
You could tell by the card flips there.
Pro-
Looks like a
two backups, I bet.
Lail, maybe? Yeah, it's definitely
bet he
one
drew
back.
two
it's gonna be
backups.
really hard to
That's
answer with
rough.
3 forwards, so I think this is pretty much going to be Michael's.
Well, I thought Yuri was like the best thing he had, and then
Yeah,
boom.
Yuri indeed was the best draw he had, but it looks like
Yeah.
Michael just got enough to get.
All right, and that's our first game of top 8. Looks like
Michael's gonna.
looks like-
well, second game of.
no,
Top
well,
eight.
yeah, sorry, but oh yeah.
stream round.
First winner.
First stream round off top 8.
Yep.
With 27 minutes left in the round, I'm gonna go check out the state of the other 2 games real quick, and I'll report back
Are we
in
gonna
just
get,
a minute.
Try and get a winner interview here.
Interview with
Michael.
You and I guess Wyatt and Josh will give a quick interview. I'm gonna go double check the other things.
We will
Thank
try.
you, Curtis. Everybody say thanks to Curtis for judging that round.
Thank you, Curtis.
He's doing it out of the goodness of his heart and soul.
And for a pack.
And for a whole pack.
Do I get a pack?
No.
That's all right.
I get nothing for doing all this.
I work for praise and hatred. So you could go back and watch the video. I pretty much said, "Oh, I thought this was over," and he was able to stem out, or not stem out, but maintain on 5-6 points of damage. And
Yeah, game 1 there was definitely big swings that we didn't really see coming. It was hard to see that time mage go to the discard. He probably, or to the break zone, he probably discarded it to pay for something earlier on.
probably, yeah.
It's very easy to lose track of those kind of things, but you also can't really play around if they have the third Phoenix. So
Exactly, yeah. But I'm very impressed. So hopefully we can get an interview with Michael.
I'll go grab him right now.
I'm gonna
See if
praise
he-
And again, this is the stream of Back to the Main Phase. It's our group up here in good old North Dakota. We are part of the Metamaniacs group website for right now. UFS, we got Dragon Ball Super, and of course Final Fantasy. So hopefully we will have an interview here. Michael?
What's up?
Hey, so that game one was wild. Congratulations, first off. Very well played. I'm going to have to eat some crow because that game one, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is done. He has no out. And then you just showed me how good of a player you are and took game one.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, so walk us through like that play. Like he had a huge board. What was it, four forwards?
He had a Noctis and he had a Cecil, and I had 3 forwards out, and I needed to get like a damage or 2 damage.
Okay.
So my hand was like a Belias, I had a Phoenix, and I needed to make sure that I killed the Noctis
Right.
so that when it fought my Red Mage, my Red Mage lives.
Right.
So
Yes.
I Phoenix.
Scoot your chair up.
Sorry.
I just want you to make sure that you're right up against that. People got to hear your beautiful voice, man.
Yeah,
So get
sorry.
like right here.
Yes. Go ahead.
But then when I was counting CP, I couldn't really find enough CP.
Sure.
So I had to make sure that I had to Belias beforehand so that I would draw a card. So I would get enough CP to play the Phoenix.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and a couple of our commentators here were really impressed with you grabbing the Time Mage, which is personally one of my favorite cards. I played Vice Kings today, and I have Time Mage at 2. We were really impressed with the Dull Freeze and you killing. So you killed the Noctis with the AK on Phoenix, correct?
Yeah, and I played the Time Mage
Yes.
off from my break zone.
Oh man, big brain plays, man. Big brain plays.
So I put it in the day beforehand.
Well, I love it. I love that call. I love the card. I actually at Gen Con I got it signed by one of the developers of the game. So very cool, very cool. Talk about Red Mage a little bit. That's a card that I haven't seen. We didn't even know what it did, to be honest. Like we're like, what is that card? Tell us about Red Mage because you have it at 3 of. So it must be a card you're looking to see. Tell us what it's done for you in your deck.
So I took the deck off JFB's.
Okay.
Off FFDex.
Very good deck
like
builder.
a while ago, and I made a few tweaks
Okay.
just so I could have a better matchup versus Water Wind.
Okay.
I don't know if it worked.
Well, obviously it is. It's working for you. I mean, yeah.
Edward and Jesse just finished. Jesse will progress on to top 4.
Okay, so we have another winner interrupting our interview. Sorry, guys. Yes, so JFB, obviously very talented player. You could argue one of the best.
Yeah.
Brilliant deck builder, brilliant player. The Red Mage, was it in his list then?
It was definitely in his list. It was
Okay.
more for like to play standard units.
Right,
But I
okay.
found that during like, if you play it versus Water Wind, you play it, you get a discard. It's a free body that they have to get rid of.
Right.
And it's a body that you can sack if they fan for you.
They fan for it, right?
Yeah.
And that's important. Having a lot of cheap bodies and getting a discard on it. I mean, it was brilliant. You played it really well. And
I hope so.
Yeah, no, you did. I was impressed. Like we, like I said, I had written you off. I was like, oh, he should just maybe scoop. I'm like, well, he's not pressed for time. Like, this game's over because I think he had 4 forwards, like I said.
Are you talking about
And-
first game?
Yeah, first
Yeah,
game.
first game.
And you just showed me like, no, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't lose on 6 points of damage. So hold my beer.
Yeah, you can set up backups.
Yeah.
You can start doing
Yeah,
things
very
after.
impressive. Talk about the Legionary. The Legionary backup. It's not seen a lot of play, or I haven't seen it, but it's one that I've argued is pretty good. Helps you ramp. Talk about that card a little bit. And its breakability was pretty relevant. So
On the second game.
yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Talk about that card a little bit, maybe.
It's a standard unit,
Mhm.
so it's searchable through Conjurer,
Okay.
which I learned recently.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Because before, when I played this deck, I would usually play the Conjurer, and always, if I didn't have a Red Mage, I would cry.
Oh, sure.
And I was told by one of the people from my locals that I could search the backups.
Because it's just job
'Cause-
standard unit?
Yeah, it's just job
Yes.
standard units.
Yes.
So I'm definitely getting better playing with the people at my locals.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry, where are you from?
I'm from Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Well, it's nice to have you up here. And that's an important thing, too. Like, backups that search backups and the jobs, like when it says job and not forward standard unit.
Yeah.
That's a next level play. So that's awesome. So you play Conjurer to get the Legionary
Well,
or a red
I
mage?
really want the red mage,
Right.
but the fact that you have 3 of a Dominion Legionary,
Mm-hmm.
3 of a red mage, I added a time mage. Usually my conjurer has a target
Okay.
when I play it.
Yep.
So that's really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and all those standard units, they're multi-card, so you can, even if you have one, well, obviously Time Mage is only one, but yeah, that's fantastic. What's your favorite card in the deck? If you had to go with one.
I think Lock wins me the most games.
Lock, yes.
Yeah.
We saw that first point of damage on game 1 was a lock, and I'm like, oof, that's rough. But then, like you had the legionaries and stuff, and do you use it to help Lock not die in trades ever?
It threatens it.
Yes.
So usually the threat is enough,
Yeah.
and I really don't want to sack it.
Sure.
But if I'm going to win the game, and I would sack it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, congratulations.